podcast to a whole lot of lessons learn more about podcast checks out about it.
Central Standard Time. I'm over here in Houston, Texas. I am very excited about today's work. I'm calling forth my man, one of my men. I said that, I said that on one of my posts. I said, one of my partners was here this weekend. Everybody was all astounded, like, one of your partners? I'm like, y'all don't know I'm poly? Come on, guys. I'm going to record this here on Zoom, and I want you to go ahead and pop on. Are you there, baby?
I'm here in the flesh.
We had such a lovely
You
weekend.
cannot start. It says stop the video.
Oh, yeah. Well, we want you to start your video. So there you go. I sent you a little link. We had such a good time. Everybody, welcome to our podcast. This is Many Loves. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, I had tried to come on and they were saying that it was blocked or whatever, or
Okay.
yeah,
Well, I
no.
was okay. You're here now. I was sharing a cur that I said on one of my posts that one of my and somebody was thinking that was huh?
I went off for a second.
Oh, I was saying on my post that I said one of my partners was here this weekend. And everybody thought that was just one of your partners. Like, yeah, I'm poly. We're polyamorous. This is a polyamorous podcast. And Aker is one of my partners. Aker, how many partners, how many women you got?
I don't know if I have a number.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
You
all about the community right now. I'm spreading my royal oats.
what is that?
That I mean, what am I drinking?
Yeah, TNT.
Oh,
What is that?
I got some tea up in there.
Oh, that's tea. That's a teacup.
Yes.
All right. Hey, we got some joiners from Orlando. Tell us what city you're joining from. Thank you so much for participating and being a part of our broadcast tonight. The actual topic of tonight, I told y'all on episode 1, we got topics. We're doing this in a very organized fashion, right? We have topics for the podcast, babies. Don't play us cheap. Look at this. Episode number 1, we talked about gender roles. The whole thing was about patriarchal love. We summarized it and said, look, patriarchal love is about number 1, gender roles, keeping everybody confined in their role. That's another way to say slavery. Okay, there's no gender roles. That's fiction. And I know that that's hard. Aker, why is that hard for men? Men are like, yes, there are gender roles. Yeah, we're fighting for it.
It's the same thing for the woman. We all been programmed since
Yes.
how to be a certain way.
Yes.
The same program that we've been given that
Yep.
hasn't really worked for us as a collective. Not to say that there aren't successful relationships, because there are, but as a whole collective, we got a lot of work to do. And I think it's because of the program, how we've been fed, where, oh, man's supposed to do this, a woman's supposed to do this. And it's like the whole term of like everybody's equal. I mean, really, is everybody equal? Maybe in some regard, but in some ways, some people are born with deformities or whatever. You can't say you equal to this person that came out with no legs. You can't
I
expect.
think we're conflating equal and same.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's a lot of the programming, that we've been given, and I think we're here tonight to kind of talk about those things and see how we shine some light on other ways to being that actually could work.
Yes.
I'm saying, given the proper tools and will to do so.
Right. What you're saying is so true, though, because women also want to hold men into the gender role of provider. And they got mad at me this week on Instagram because I went and bust a hole right up in that motherfucker. Because no, it's not that every man that I have is not a provider. But guess what, Aker? If I could only have one man, he has to be everything. He has to be a provider. He has to be a good father. He has to be funny. He has to be cute. He has to be in shape. He has to be that. He has to be that. He has to be. It's impossible. It's an impossible standard. If we're going to assign gender roles and we can only have one person, I get it.
Yeah.
But where gender roles become less relevant is when I have a community.
Right.
Of people. Like, let's say your wife doesn't like to cook. I got so offended when I heard somebody say Cardi B needs to be cooking. Cardi B is a provider. Do you know how much she paid her ex-husband to divorce? Millions. She's a provider.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, she could pay for the cook. It's like we
Why
just.
she need to cook?
Yeah, it's like this week they put us in one box. This is one way to be, and that's it. And everybody who goes against that is the crazy person.
Right.
So, I guess we're the crazy persons, and I like being crazy. Actually,
That's okay with me.
Yeah, it makes me feel good about being crazy in this world we live in. So, I
So
accept the title.
Yeah, that was last week. Gender roles, religious values, all of it equates to total inauthenticity. That's where we end up if we try to stick to somebody else's culture, somebody else's traditions. We end up being inauthentic. We cannot pay attention to our own self because we're busy trying to inculcate and become what somebody says we're supposed to be. All right, so that's where we were last week. That inauthenticity leads us to disconnection in our relationship, lack of safety, and then we think, oh, we just need to be owned, then we'll be safe again. Get back in here and we'll be safe. Get back in here and we'll be safe. And it never works out. So we dealt with that already. This week, we're dealing with episode 2, the masculine reckoning. Now, I'm going to need the men help on this one. The men, if you in the comments say yes, say I'm here, present. Aker is going to need y'all support in those comments today. Because
Yeah.
we're talking about freedom, fear, and emotional leadership. And the first question we're going to get to is like, why are men drawn to freedom but afraid of honesty? Goddamn. I wish I had an applause. Let's get it. What? How?
Well, I guess let me take a deep breath on that one. Take a deep breath on that one, because that's a lot of stuff to unpack as to why we are like this, and why that type of mindset, how it's played off for how women view us as men, and how they really see us, whether we in our truth or like, because women can see us a mile away in a lot of ways. Like, women can really unmask us without, we can be fully clothed. So I feel like I can only speak from my perspective as to why maybe I wasn't always honest in certain situations with women. And I think the ultimate answer lies down to fear of loss of the person, or loss of control, or sense of control, or trust. Nobody wants to lose, and you know what I'm saying, in life. You know what I'm saying? It's like in life, you taught that if you a loser, like you ain't shit. And really, for me, I came up in the sports. I grew up in like little league basketball, baseball, and all that. I had the privilege of playing on some championship teams, but guess what? We didn't win every game, and we just learned from those losses. How can we become better? So it's like, for me, I could think about even the men in my life that I see that's not being honest with their mates or whatever, or they cheating on their wives or whatever, or girlfriends or whatever. I just always try to encourage men to be honest, because I know every time I lied, I caused a lot of pain. And like, if you just be truthful in the beginning, you can really undo a lot of that stuff, and release a lot of that baggage. So, but it takes you being honest with yourself. And I think a lot of times men don't want to be honest with ourselves. We don't want to see our mate doing the same thing we doing in a lot of cases.
Oh shit. Now I
And
got to come
so
back on camera on that. Now hold on. Hold on.
I'm not saying that's how I thought, but I'm just speaking in general, of why men can make men, some not be honest. You know what I'm saying? And how a lot of times maybe it's from trauma. They might be afraid of how the woman might overreact. You know what I'm saying? Start tearing up shit and all kind of stuff. Like, I've seen it all type of ways. You know what I'm saying?
So as let me stop you right there because I hear what you're saying and I agree. And as a healer, as a woman who's a healer, I've been with men. Everybody lie. First of all, men and women lie equally. I think that has been overlooked. When I hear women saying, well, the men are lying and they're lying, I'm like, well, wait a minute, you're lying. Everybody's lying. We just talked about that last week. Inauthenticity. Why are we lying? Trauma, as you said. But the trauma comes from trying to fit in somebody else's culture and do what somebody else think is right.
Yeah.
That's my thought process on it. What's yours?
I think that's an alignment with where I feel. I think that's how we kind of connect. And we talk about last week. It was some things last week that we talked about earlier this week and even today. And man, you have a way to bring about stuff to have me reflecting on things or whatever. And I was just saying, like, there was some instances that happened this week where I took some L's, right? But I was honest about it. But I didn't feel guilt. I felt okay. I felt free. Like I knew that I was honest. So I'm like, shit, hey, my conscience is clear. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to go around with a mask on, you
Well,
know.
let's talk about those L's. Let's be real open because I have some openness to share later with you as well. But the one thing you said was that some women, some of your women on your community team, were upset about this particular podcast. Is that what you were referring to?
Yeah, I would say maybe yeah, I don't know if they wouldn't have admit maybe if they was upset about it, but it did bring about a conversation that led to, them basically saying, they pretty much it's a wrap. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh well, that's fine. You know what I mean? I accept it and moving on. But it when you are honest though, um, you can alleviate a lot of time wasted and a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Or, you could be putting that time and energy somewhere else.
Right.
So
But
I didn't see it as a necessary as a loss in the sense of I learned too. So I always try to focus on the bright side of things.
But I never understand why it has to quote unquote end. And that brings us to the second topic of the night. Because for real, occur. What about emotional management? When a woman says, oh, I'm out, oh, you did this, I'm out, she's not really saying she's out. She's saying because she doesn't have any communication skills because she never studied up level communication with Kenya K. Stevens. She never came to Progressive Love Academy. She doesn't have the skills and technique to be vulnerable instead of angry. So here's what I'm saying, y'all. I hope everybody can hear this. Vulnerable instead of angry is nothing that we learned as women. We just get angry. Well, I'm gonna break up with you. I'm mad at you. I'm da da da. Instead of being vulnerable, I'm hurt. Seeing you on a podcast with Kenya, I didn't know that you were with Kenya. That hurt. I need support. Can you support me in my pain? That's what she's really saying. But instead, she threw the baby away with the bathwater. Because she hasn't studied.
No. I like because I've taken the time to really understand emotional intelligence, and even though people might be at a certain status in life, whether sometimes people at a higher stature in life they feel like they got shit figured out more than us people down here on on the bottom. So they don't always self-examine themselves and the shit that they do or whatever. So sometimes they don't, as men, sometimes it's hard to put ourselves in the other shoes sometimes, even women too, for whatever reason.
That's called empathy.
Yeah, so because they really don't want to deal with the fact of this, what they've done is and the pain that they could have caused another person to feel or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to make a point about last week, outside of that, but coming back into this week, and talking about how as men, um, how that cuts off the relationship when you come in a relationship and you can't not feel like you're being honest with this person totally,
Right.
versus being honest with the person, and then if something takes place, you guilt free.
Yes. Yes.
Saying
Yes.
your spirit is like, okay, next, and you know that what I'm saying, that space that you were in, it's time to move forward, and that's okay. It's like
Well,
nobody did nothing wrong.
what was the particular thing that she said you did wrong?
Uh, Basically, she made a point of me talking to a mutual young lady that I introduced her to, and I totally I've had conversations with this young lady about her relationship, and we talk about different things, male female activity, you know what I mean, and we share certain things about our past and where we came from and whatever. But I never like tried to be with this woman. Went out on a lunch date with her or whatever, or maybe a time or two. But I saw some things in her that I even brought to my friend's attention about how she wasn't able to be honest with her mate. And I'm like, if she's not being honest with her mate fully, what makes you think she's gonna be honest with you? And like, you do want to attach yourself to that type of situation.
Yeah.
And anyways, it was kind of interesting because at the time when she was like, she got a family, she invited me around her children and stuff, and I understood that. You don't want your mom or somebody come, hey, I see your man or something, or your boyfriend. They don't really know our status. We're not like in a committed relationship, but we have been around each other in close company, and I'm around her family or whatever. So she's not really used to bringing men around like that. That's not her husband. It's cool. I get that. So I listened to her, but I didn't allow myself to get upset about it or feel no type of way. I just say, hey, man, this is the life I chose. And
Yes.
when you choose this lifestyle, you're gonna, people are not, everybody's not there, and that's okay. Like, it's okay, which somebody else will. So it's like you don't have to be caught up in lack and what if, somebody gonna love me or whatever. No, I'm gonna always get love because I love myself first. And I'm
Right.
gonna love the other as myself. So
Right.
how can I ever go without or be in lack or something?
So my concern, however, with that is still we have to deal with emotional leadership. In terms of polyamory, this is why I have coached thousands of couples who think they want to be polyamorous. And it's like, how are you going to be polyamorous? What are your emotional leadership tools? What are you going to do when somebody is crashing out? You just, okay, let them be, walk away, let them blow up, let them, I just don't, that's never going to be a polyamorous relationship that works.
Right.
One has to be able to manage the emotions of others and self. So that's what we get into when we talk about emotional leadership versus dominance. Some men, in my view, and you can speak on this, I'm going to look at the comments and see what men say about this, but some people think, men in particular, or maybe sometimes women, think that they can just get in poly and just be dominant. Well, this is what I'm gonna do, and that's just what it is, and there's no questions about it. It don't question me, and does it does. I'm poly. Nobody gonna say shit to me. That's not a tool.
Nah, that's not gonna get you. That's gonna make people not like you for real. You don't got to be like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't even really got to raise your voice. You can have a real calm. What I've learned over the years, you can be calm. You don't got to raise your voice. So
No.
I had to learn a lot. That was a lot me, like, rah, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, nah, I'm a little more laid back. I've dealt with a lot of things within myself, and so I can understand when I'm getting this energy. I don't have to take it personal. I understand it's their ego. I understand that that's their perception, and they have a right to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a right also to stand in my truth and know what I know.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, and I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Yes. So you're talking about creed. So here's the funny thing, guys, and you can tell me what you think about this occur. But I actually want to dom you a little bit. I want to actually dom you just a little tiny bit because I'm hearing what you're saying occur. But it's a lot of crash outs be happening around you. Now, occur, let me just tell y'all the facts of what happened. let me tell y'all the facts of what happened. He came to my house, right? He got there on New Year's Day. That was Thursday. And you left on Sunday. On the day that you got here, we did the show last Thursday. On Friday, you were bringing ladies to the house. Like, it was a few ladies came to the house. Then you went out with them. On Saturday, some old ladies was coming through the house. You were going out. You had 2 dates on Saturday. And see, let me tell you something. I am a poly pro. I've been poly for 20
I
years.
had one. It wasn't well. I had one day, but
But occur, this is why I want to dom you. There's nothing to defend.
I know that. I'm just giving you proper information
It's not now. Look, my perspective and your perspective are going to be different. Why?
because you see what you see and I see what I see.
So, from my perspective, which is what I'm sharing, my ego's perspective, this is just my ego. And I'm not in an event yet, but I will set containers. This is just my ego's perspective. I felt like it was it's just a lot of, you had a lot of dates. I don't have a problem with that. That's what happened. But I'm sharing that I want to dom you a little bit because I want to support these crash outs that are possibilities when this is the case. You come visit one woman, and then you have different women swinging through and coming by and going on different dates. You have to be emotionally an emotional manager. And that's not something that I'm telling you is a defect or something wrong. I don't know no man who's an emotional manager unless, of course, they train with me or my husband. I know men who are head of huge organizations like Aker El Bey who don't know how to manage women's emotion. My father told me that the head of the Black Panther Party, my father's in the Black Panthers, he said those men did not know how to manage those women, and that tore that organization apart. I'm talking about Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. He doesn't have the skill set because she crashed out and went off and did her thing and said she's not coming home. And y'all don't know. I know because I keep a post on everybody's relationship because I don't understand why they don't call me. Because what I'm sharing, and I want to dom them, and I'm asking if you might be open to me doming you for a minute on this topic.
I'm gonna let you dom me for a minute. That's your fantasy anyway.
It is my fantasy, but I'm very submissive, so I never dom. And
I'll play the sub. I'll be the sub this time. Cause I'm gonna tell you why. Because we had this conversation earlier, and I don't like the term domination.
No, you
don't like that term. So I see you as a guide. I see you as like this. That's like you see me like a crown choice. I see you like a crown choice, right? So you know how our relationship is. So I feel like I'm always learning. If I can't learn from you, then what am I here for? And if
That's
I can't teach you, why am I here?
That is so beautiful. Can you please just teach that to men? That's what I'm trying to get that across by saying everybody has a left brain, right brain, corpus callosum. Everybody's feminine, masculine, and androgynous. Everybody is dominant, submissive, and neutral. Every human. It's not if you have a vagina, you're sub and feminine. And if you have a penis, you're dom and masculine. That's idiotic. Look around. So I want to dom you from a feminine way. Because the lover, let me show you the chart. Because I'm going to show y'all, everybody here needs to understand, you on my podcast, baby, you in the school of motherfucking life. We have really nailed these concepts in our work. So the work that I'm going to show you tonight is something very, very practical that you can use. But here's what I'm talking about. So occur. These are the masculine energetics: soldier, leader, and negotiator. These are the feminine energetics: devotee, conservationist, and lover. And then these are the androgynous: monk, peacekeeper, and visionary, right? So these three are dominant. There's a dominant masculine, that's a leader. Dominant androgynous, that's visionary. And dominant feminine, that's lover. You've seen a diva before, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a female dom. She's not doming you like a man. She's doming you like a diva. Like, where is my champagne? Everything must be beautiful in here. I'm not going to sing unless there's Coca-Cola in here. Where's my thing? That's dom, but feminine. Do you understand? Occur.
Yes.
Now, look, here is submission. There's a submissive masculine, a submissive androgynous, and a submissive feminine. This is the brain. Then there is soldier, there is neutral. I'm not dominant or I'm not submissive. I'm neutral. I'm to myself. I'm about myself. I'm not interacting. So what's hard about this? Is there anything hard about knowing that this is a human brain and it has all of these potentialities, whether you have a penis or a vagina? That's all I've been talking about. Put a yes in the chat, YouTube, if you understand what the fuck I'm talking about. These are simple concepts that any child could understand. So that's where I'm asking if I can be a feminine dom, not to emasculate you.
I know you ain't gonna emasculate me anyway. I ain't worried about that. I have no fear of that.
You know, I hate the word emasculate is there, but nobody has defeminize.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same. Men are saying, you emasculate, you mean blah, 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 blah. I had a man who I was giving him so much money. Oh my God, so much. And he, after a while, was like, well, that's emasculating. You give me money. Negro, you took the money.
Yeah.
Is that defeminizing? You asked. So there's both. I'm just trying to get people to really see the balance of life and the equality of humans and humanness. So, do we have agreement? Do you feel like it would be okay if I did a little dom work on you tonight?
Go ahead. Let's see.
Somebody said in the chat. I'm watching the chat, and they said, Kenny, you know you're supposed to be dominant. I'm supposed to be his dominant. I'm nobody's dominant. I don't know why he thinks I'm supposed to be his dominant. But anyways, let's get back to this. How are you feeling, Aker?
I feel good.
What you thinking? What do you think is about to happen?
He's letting it be. Man, listen. I didn't know what was gonna happen tonight. I just been meditating about it, thinking about it. It's like, man, whatever it's gonna be, I'm just gonna let it flow. Whatever questions come up, I'm gonna deal with them.
Okay. So, good. I'm excited because I want to dominate you for a minute and just ask you, Aker, you're my man. You're one of the people who I've been with for a very long time. I need you to start by embracing our creed. Our creed is simple. Always understand who is speaking. You said it yourself. You already embraced the creed. You said that girl who was crashing out, you knew that was her ego speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But our creed in our community is like, if I'm dealing with a man who doesn't know when his ego is speaking, this is not he's a male. If I'm dealing with a woman who doesn't know when her ego is speaking, this is a female. A woman, a man is an initiate. They've gone through an initiation that proves that they are an adult. If I'm speaking to you, if I'm upset about something, I'm going to express that I understand this is just my animal. This is just my ego. You have done nothing wrong, because I can let my higher self into the conversation. Aker, you've done nothing wrong. This is just my ego speaking. I need my men to understand creed. That's number one. Are you open to prefacing our conversations this way and understanding at all times who's speaking?
Oh yeah, I welcome the exercise.
Huh?
I welcome it.
So let me give you a hard situation that we went through while you were here, and how creed could help. When you were going out with all the girls, right? You was going out, came back. Hey, I'm about to head back out. Oh, hey, right? And so,
wait.
What? What'd you say?
I said I was out the way.
Yeah. Anyway, when you came back, and I felt like you weren't really talking, like you were maybe passed out on the couch, and you've been gone all day, my ego and my animal felt upset.
Yes.
So in a scenario like that, if everybody involved have emotional intelligence, it's just like, oh, your ego and animal is upset. Let me hear your ego and animal with no... It's no problem that your ego is upset. I want to hear it. I'm curious. Tell me more. Let your animal speak. So that type of energy, that's what I really call for in my relationships.
Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job receiving that and processing that with you. Yeah,
Hmm.
that was good. I mean, it was good. We had that conversation, you know. Because
Now I was gonna say I'm your dom, so you should be asking me. I'm your dom for the moment. You should be asking me, did I do a good job with that?
yeah, how do you think I did with that? You did. You went in.
That's that's
You went in
good.
like a motherfucker. I was like, damn.
You
You
said
let
I
the
was me.
dogs out.
I was. Tell
Yeah,
me.
yeah, you let the dogs out a little bit, but
Tell me.
because I know the sensitivity of you and the things that you have dealt with, I was able to take it. I was
Take
like,
what? Take it. Take. Tell
I
me.
was able to receive it in a way where I was like, it caught me off guard
Mm.
because of, in the past, you wouldn't even give a fuck. You'd be like, okay, well, how was your day? Did you go out? What you do? Now I was like, nigga, you been gone all day. What the fuck? You ain't communicating. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in my mind, I'm like, shit. I'm trying to stay out the way because I know you got shit to do. And people, I want to. Can I clarify something?
Yeah, I want you to set container and vent.
Oh, all right. I don't know if it's a vent though.
It's a vent.
Okay, but all right. So let me finish what I was saying about that. When you were saying it in my mind, I was like, damn, she went in a little deep, but okay. 'Cause but in the end, when I was able to give empathy and put myself in that space, because I felt I've been in that space before,
Hmm.
and you less, then it went, and then it
But
left.
here's what I want. And remember, I'm the dom.
Hmm.
I want you to please set up your container and vent and let me soothe you. Let's show these people
Oh, okay.
how.
So I got a vent. I'll have a vent.
Yeah.
I'll have a vent. So
Okay.
I
Do you
feel
need me? Do you need me to pull up?
oh,
Let me
this is
pull up.
not this is not this is not me. This is I think this is my ego that I
Okay,
don't
let me pull up the venting steps so you can follow the steps. I get to be dom for the moment. Remember,
the
you get
process.
to follow this process. Yes. All right. So number one, go ahead.
So I'm setting the container. All
All
right. So
right.
no one
No
is
one.
doing anything wrong. This is my ego speaking. Um, I'm probably feeling like maybe like a 3 right now.
Okay.
How I feel. And when you was talking to me, like when you went in, like your tone, like and you it was like, damn, like it was just like, what the fuck did that come from? But then I checked myself because I'm like, okay, I understand. This is an opportunity for me to grow. I took you out of it because I knew that when you said what you were saying, I feel like you didn't want me to go. You wanted me to recognize like you good here, but nigga, you gotta if you're gonna be here, you need to be here, be present. Because it wasn't an issue that I was gone or whatever. You knew, some of the people that I was out with or whatever. So um and we got a chance to talk about it. So that was like that helped me. And so that's my vent. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
That's my vent. You just went a little
Ding,
bit.
ding, 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 ding. Where's my
You know,
bell?
you know what
Where's
you
my
said.
bells? Ding, 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 ding. Thank you so much for sharing. How can I support you? Now, remember, you can ask for any of the 7 soothings. You can ask for repeat back, reassurance, empathy, simulation, touch, or open ended questions.
Ah, I'll open any question.
You want me to ask you or you want to ask me?
I want to ask you
Okay.
when when you when you was there in that space. What did you think? How did you think I was gonna respond to what you how you express yourself?
I think that you would. I thought you would respond badly because I think that you're very sensitive. You're a Cancer like me, so and then just most men just don't respond well to women's emotions. They haven't been trained or taught to do that. So I knew that it was going to be a challenge, and I didn't want to have it be a challenge because we could easily use up level, and that's why I wanted you to know it because I don't have those challenges with my husbands because they just know the system.
But did that,
So yeah, I
uh,
felt like you were gonna go off a little bit. Yeah.
but that just did that surprise you though? That I was like calm as I was, and I was willing to go through the process.
Um. No, it didn't surprise me. I didn't read you as calm or willing to go through the process. I read you as like saying you didn't do anything. You were sort of like I was asleep, but I didn't do that, and it wasn't right. Like, dude, do you want to open up this container and vent so that we can move on? Like, you're never gonna convince me that something didn't happen in my universe when I it happened to me. So that's my animal. That's my ego. It has to be heard and
Yeah,
validated. Yeah.
I was just curious on what like how did you think that was going to turn out?
Does that support you at all?
Yeah,
What level do you feel when you check in?
I feel level. I feel a level 0 at this point.
A
So,
zero? You're all the way down to a zero already.
yeah, I feel so. I was only at a level 3. I just,
Okay.
I'm glad that we can have this open discussion because this was some real shit that happened. And everybody
Yes.
look at us like, oh yeah, a current can't get back together. It's gonna be a lot of fucking and all that kind of stuff. They don't even know what type of relationship we have though. Like,
No,
you
we
know,
weren't. We weren't even really. We weren't having sex. I mean, we did sexual things, but we didn't have no sex. I have sex with men who are completely enrolled in how I live. Now that's dominant and that's new because we used to be having sex all the time and you weren't enrolled in nothing. But I'm just after menopause. I was just like I can't. I like. There's no reason
yeah,
for me to be having sex with it. Like my body's not in that space of like just sexuality for the sake of sexuality. If I have sex now, I'm connected. You in my network. I'm your
mhm,
empress. We in empire. We're building shit, And I want to have that. But that starts with creed and constitution. That's it.
yeah.
Am I a prude?
No, I mean, yeah, everybody. This is why we're here to show people. This is your world. You create your life. You can utilize tools and things like that from people that actually experience this shit in real time,
Yeah.
living it. That's bringing forth good fruits.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
We had some delicious massage. We had delicious foods. We had delicious conversations on the balcony all night. Do men count that stuff as sex? To me, that's sex. Like, or do they just only count intercourse?
I think men only count intercourse,
Why?
but if they woman is doing it, they count it as sex.
You're saying if their woman went over to hang out with a man and they were doing all that
No.
conversation and connection and talking, that would be sex.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. That is crazy.
it is. Man,
Listen,
it's just nature to me, man. Like I'm over all of that dominance, control shit, man. Like, man, can we just all just get along? Like, can we just vibe like how we vibe and build how we build and just be in peace and everybody can grow and
no,
love. Got to be
not
each other and shit.
not without a foundation. I was talking about building my community. I want to build these beautiful tiny home communities, like luxury, lush, saunas, spas, pools, community. But nobody can be in my community unless they are understanding the foundation, creed, constitution, communication, collaboration, consent based communication. Oh, tell them about the consent shit you told me about.
Oh yeah, about touch. Like being like asking permission to touch a person. Like that's really like for me because I can connect with people so easily. I'm in touch is like my love language. Like I can lay hands all day. That's what I have a passion for that. I have a like I love to lay healing hands on people. Like this is what I do. So this is therapeutic in a lot of ways. But with we had a situation like I'm like he was like, did you actually? I'm like, oh shit, boundaries. Okay. And I was like, it made me think, like, you know what, you're right, bro. You gotta ask permission. Like,
Yeah.
you just
But
can't
I mean,
assume.
was that hard? Because I'm in that place now. That's why I said since menopause, like nobody better not ever touch me
Mhm.
unless they're going to ask me to touch my body. It's like after women. Do you understand? I'm 51 years old. It's just when we have a lot of estrogen, I hope the ladies are listening to this. When we have a lot of estrogen, it's like you're into that people pleasing and okay, trying to make everything smooth. But then when you balance out estrogen with testosterone and you half and half, you're like, fuck that. Nobody better not walk up to me and just touch my breast, touch my ass. What?
Yeah.
It's just I don't know what happened, occur.
Hey, you learn how it is. You live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? You learn that everything ain't always good all the time.
Wow.
Everything always good all the time. You gotta make sure, you gotta allow space. Like you gotta respect that shit.
Yeah. But
And
I think consent is so important, even for young men to learn. Like, I remember in elementary school, the boys would just run up to us and smooch our butt. Have you ever heard of that, smooching butts?
yeah,
They would pin me down. I remember a trauma. They pinned me to the fence and just was smooching my butt. Like, 5 boys were behind the fence just smooching my butt. I'm like 7 years old.
yeah, that's, yeah.
It's not we I don't know what to say. I mean, it's just how do we live in a society that is not consent based and we think that there's morals here?
I don't know.
I don't get it. So I hope that everybody's really seeing that as a way to help us get out of this mind fuck of religion. What kind of religion has a consentless society? How are you religious if your whole society is based on grape? I don't get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in those facilities that are ungodly.
Yeah. So
But
if oh, go ahead. Sorry. Hmm.
I think that paradigm is shifting. We at the forefront of that. That shift into the new paradigm. You know what I'm saying? Where we don't have to put our children around things, and you know what I'm saying, like give people enough chance to grow and to choose
Hmm.
freely without being mentally fucked into
Yeah.
something to submission. To be a certain way,
Mm.
programmed in your food and your TV and everything and the music. It's like it's a lot of things that go against nature that don't bring forth life, you
Mm.
know. So so, that disharmony, it's got to balance out if we're gonna have a better world. Well,
Yeah.
for those of us that are awakened to um our true selves and you
Hmm.
know all of the things that this universe has to offer us.
Hmm.
I think that we headed in the right direction. So I do feel good about the shift.
Me too. Yeah, and I was so happy to see you. I'm looking forward to our topic next week. We do close down at 45 after the hour. I want to show everybody the progress that we've made today and the realizations that we've come to. Occur, you can add to this if you want to, but we talked about the fact that why are men drawn to freedom but afraid of honesty? Why? Everyone has learned to lie in our culture. And it's going to take some healing to get out of that. It is not just men who lie. That's the thing with that we discovered. How patriarchy trains men to suppress emotion and how that backfires in love. We didn't get a chance to talk about it. We'll talk about this one next week. Emotional leadership versus dominance. Please, we practice a little bit of dominance tonight. Dominance means I can teach you. Submission means I am willing to learn. This is not about a penis or a vagina.
Right.
Anyone who is willing to learn something from another person is submitting to that person. Anyone who's willing to teach somebody something is being dominant with that person. That's all submission and dominance means, okay? Thank you for playing along with my dominance.
Yes.
I got to get better at it, though.
Yeah, you ain't that hard.
I'm not?
Nah. I think you mean well. I mean, you got some dog in you though. I ain't gonna lie.
Heck yeah.
Got some of that bite in you.
I have a lot. I love all of my emotions. I got anger, sadness, grief, ecstasy. I mean, I lay there and orgasm 20 times, and I will express myself. I'm loud, all of that shit. I have the whole spectrum. What mature masculinity actually looks like in modern relationships? To me, it looks like creed. I will not date a man who does not know creed. I cannot. Who does not know creed?
It's a lot of people, but as time goes on, I've been having a lot of I'm not gonna say a lot, but a few of my brothers that reached out, they got questions, and some of my sister friends, a lot of people been wanting to know about what this is all about. So,
yeah.
People are listening, people are looking. I'm looking at the views going up. Y'all please like and share this, man. Put this out there to the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This ain't about pushing poly and all that stuff. This is about just community, just learning how to live together and function with emotional intelligence and allowance. So, man, we ain't gotta go through all of that drama.
Right.
We can cuss and we can, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to cuss a little bit sometimes and release some shit. But we don't have to be doing it in a hateful way towards each other. You know?
So true. Another thing that I want to do is invite everybody to be a part of our Poly-Skeptics debate. I need men to be on the panel. I want men who think poly is not right. Women aren't supposed to be with other men. Women aren't supposed to be with multiple men. I need to talk to y'all. I want you all to debate my husbands. I want to hear what's on your mind about this. If you want to come watch the debate, it's $47. I will put this into the chat. The debate will happen on January the 30th. It's a Friday night. Get your glass of wine, get your drink, get on Zoom. It's private. It's not going to be public on YouTube. It's going to be private. So, get in here. I'm going to send you a class to watch about polyamory and about stuff beforehand. But if you're going to come and debate, it's free. If you're a man who wants to come and get on my panel, it is free. I'm putting it in the chat right here.
Come on down.
Yeah, please. And if you're a woman who wants to ask questions, be in the audience and just get your points to these men and see what they think. Come join us. Meet the men who are going to be a part of this circle. And hopefully we all learn something valuable.
That is the goal.
Yes. Well, we got another one done. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you next week on Thursday night. We meet every Thursday, right, Aker?
Yes, ma'am. Every Thursday at 9 EST 8 Central.
I'm so happy. I love you so much. Come back and visit me.
I will be back soon.
I'll be back. All right, everybody. We love you all. Have a great week. I hope you learned something. Give me a hug. We'll see you guys.